I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Hey yo, what up? It's me, your girl, Nabu, coming at you with Donald Morrison, the predator whose mom's gonna throw his whole goddamn computer away. She should have did that years ago, to be honest. His privileges should have been revoked a long time ago. Once again, apologizing for how slowly I've been uploading as of late. Hopefully, throughout November, I'm gonna get back on a more regular uploading schedule, 2 videos a month, or video every 2 weeks, etc. And also my 2-year Nabu-versary is in December, so anyway, Donald Morrison.
Hello.
Hey, take a seat. I'll be right there.
I couldn't find the place.
Oh, I know. It's so hard to find.
Donald Morrison was one of those characters who, had it not been for the graphic nature of his online
Ew, look how sweaty his shirt is.
conversation with someone he thought was a young teenage girl,
Ugh.
it would be comical. What's going on?
Wait, what Chris
It's
said?
always been for the graphic nature of his online conversation with someone he thought was a young teenage girl, it would be comical.
You could
What's
say
going
that
on?
about any predator.
I don't know. I just was talking to her, and she said, "Come down and visit her." I have a compulsion with for younger women, just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
Holy shit. Finally, how refreshing. A predator that actually tells the truth. Chris goes, "Why are you here?" He goes, "I'm here to meet a child because I've got a compulsion to talk to children sexually. I've met up with about 12.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan,
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you
You
get
need to
in?
watch out because Chris Swanson and the Ghost Team are in Michigan. Scum like you are going down left and right. Oh yeah, they still out here."
Well, her grandfather wanted me to try to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything. So they arrested.
And Chris's face, he wanted to punch him just then. Did you see that?
So
Hold on, guys. I gotta slow that down. That is so funny.
do anything. So
There it is, guys. Damn. He looks like he's about to punch him out.
for do anything. Other wanted me to try to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything. So they arrested me for trying for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
I see.
Why did they
And how
drop
did-
the charges? That's insane.
Did you get the naked pictures of the teenage girl?
I
We'll
met
find
her
out.
in Michigan.
Oh, he took
And
the
I took
pictures.
You took the pictures of the girl. Morrison just laid it all out there.
He really
Not
does,
only
doesn't
does
he?
he admit what he's doing that night, he tells me he's got a history of doing this sort of thing. How old was the youngest girl you ever met?
17.
17.
Wait, Chris said how old is the youngest girl? He just admitted to...
Most of them are like 21, 22.
And tonight, though, you were willing to come meet a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You don't know why.
Well, I know
Well,
why.
you treat this like, you forgot to pay
Well, I know
for
why.
some candy at the,
No,
you treat this like, you forgot to pay for some candy at the grocery store.
I came to meet her because she told me that she was bored. And I said, "Well, do you want me to come down and meet you?" And she said, "Sure, come on down." So I said, "Okay." That was it. I know it's wrong.
So easy. So easy.
I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Why'd you do it then?
I don't know. Just because when people sweet talk me, I fall. I fall.
Oh.
In Donald Morrison's mind,
Another case of seduction by child.
he truly thinks that if, a young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex, it's okay. You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it.
Oh no! Let's cry.
it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. A young teenage girl says it's okay to have sex. It's okay. You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get.
Who doesn't? You got called the fuck out.
If you or your partner isn't living life to the fullest because of erectile difficulties, there's something you can do.
Don't fuck kids.
You say, if you are ready for sex, I'll give it to you, but I have erectile dysfunction. Won't get real hard. Sure sounds like.
Chris is like, dude's like, I keep forgetting his name. I just know he's the one that, like, yeah,
You're
whatever.
preparing for a sex act.
I was preparing for.
He's like, yes, Chris, I was preparing. I was communicating my needs. Okay, yes, I was preparing.
Be prepared.
What?
Because she said that, I said, if
I love that hand movement.
you saw what I said. I said, if you want it, I will give it to you.
If you want it, I got it.
But I'm not going to force anything that you don't want. I'm not going to force myself.
Listen, if you're not going to force yourself on somebody, you don't need to repeatedly reassure them of that.
That doesn't make it legal, though.
I know it doesn't
Another fantastic point.
make it legal.
I want you to be honest with me.
He's being very honest, Chris. Give him a break.
If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
I have to say, like, obviously this guy is disgusting, creep, lock him up, throw away the key. But is it not refreshing, his honesty? I mean, you're not hearing any of the he's not saying, I had no intention. He's not saying, I'm just here to get something to eat. He's not saying that I'm here to teach her the dangers of online predators, etc. Nah, he's like, yeah. I mean, it's an 8-minute video. Like, what? I haven't watched this guy in a long time. Actually, I haven't watched this guy since I started doing reactions a year and a half ago. So I knew he was someone I wanted to do him a lot sooner, but I'm doing him now.
You don't see anything wrong with that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do see things wrong with it, but I have lack of judgment.
Here's this guy who's, middle-aged, who's not especially well-dressed.
You can tell that he has had like a lot of therapy and like a lot of assessments, and he's smart enough to know how to manipulate that and use it as an excuse, but not smart enough to take that information and apply it in a positive way, aka not doing it
Doesn't
or working on it.
appear to have a lot of money in his pocket. He's living with his parents. You gonna tell your folks about
Who isn't?
this?
I'm trying to tell my folks about it.
You are.
Yes, sir.
How do you think they're gonna react?
Oh, I know. My mom's going to take my computer and completely throw it away.
Oh wow.
You're 48 years old, Donald. Why should you rely on your mommy to do discipline here?
Because of, like I said, lack of judgment.
Lack of judgment.
Being lonely, having no girlfriend, physically,
Okay, now he's pissing me off because now he's going into the bullshit excuses. I had of course, I had issue with you, but like, you weren't pissing me off until just now. I hate the lonely, no girlfriend excuse. It's not even an excuse.
physical contact with anybody. Just, lack of, just lost it.
Ultimately,
You're not entitled to physical touch, alright? Sex is not a need. You do not need it to live, okay? Jesus.
Donald Morrison says, okay, I get what's going on here. I'm probably on To Catch a Predator right now. He recognizes me finally. When you said you thought the Dateline stories were pretty bad, did you think the stories were bad because of what Dateline did, or did you think what the guys caught on Dateline did were bad?
Some of the things that Dateline did.
So wait, let me get this straight. So when you say you thought that the Dateline stories were pretty bad, are you talking about the stories or the guys who were caught in the stories?
The guys who got caught in the stories, and I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Go ahead, I know what I got into. You just go ahead and do it now.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are. Once I recognized it. I recognized the voice. I don't really watch Dateline. I mean, I'm usually working 2 to 11.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Chris is like, he really needs to emphasize that he's Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC. Chris is pissed that he didn't remember the name.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
I understand. I knew who. I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Just saying that, you know, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't go out and do.
Donald, you're free to walk out that door. That same door you walked in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bringing, you know, kicking me in the pants.
Yeah.
And setting me straight,
Mm-hmm.
Chris.
Surely we set you
I say
straight.
it'll be the first and it'll be the last time.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you permission to even monitor me if you want to.
I hate when they say that. Look at the guy behind him. Is that the Mike Knight guy? Now, I hate when they say, like, I even give you permission to monitor me. As if, number one, anyone even wants to do that. Like, you're not so special. Number two, as if they have, like, the financial resources to do so. Number three, like, it's just, like, it's so implausible. So, like, seriously, dude, like, you are not, like, some rare specimen. Like, come on now.
I appreciate that.
Chris, you're so
I'm willing,
polite.
you know, if I can find a counselor, I'll go to counseling.
Maybe he should
That's your responsibility as an adult.
I'll go to counseling.
Maybe he should have help. But I think, looking back on it now, there's also a little bit of showmanship going on Donald Morrison's part.
Donald Morrison.
He's thinking that if he admits he's got a problem,
Right.
and thanks me for giving him a kick in the pants, as I believe he put it, and that he'll get help, he thinks maybe he can dodge being in some sort of trouble with law enforcement. Of course, that's not going to work out very well for him.
Am I going to be arrested when I go out there?
Obviously.
That's not up to me.
Okay.
But you're free to go.
Damn, the sass. The attitude.
The way this is set up, there was some tendency.
The dirty t-shirt.
somebody's
And that's another thing that kills me about these predators. You would think that they would at least have the mind to put on a clean shirt. It's disgusting. And it also just goes to show you the vulnerability of children. Like, they are so naive, so innocent, so vulnerable, so curious about the world that they truly can and do, more often than you want to think, get wrapped up with creeps like this online. It's a very, very harsh reminder of that.
Guys that try to go out the front door as opposed to the back door.
Where's the door at?
Front door as opposed to the back door.
Where's the door at?
Straight back.
When you go to a friend's house and you're leaving, but they won't walk you to the door.
Right through that door right there.
Right there. Right
He
through
steps
there.
off that back step,
Literally me.
which is kind of a big step, and boom, Fort Myers police right on.
Right, in Florida. nice freeze frame. In Florida, they got it's open carry, so they have to go down hard with the takedowns. Yo. Boom.
What physical threat did
Boom.
Donald
Did you see the female cop? She's literally skipping with joy and
What
glee.
physical
Did you
threat
see
did
that?
Donald Morrison.
Joy and glee.
What physical threat did Donald Morrison right on? What physical threat did Donald Morrison pose?
Who the fuck
Probably
knows?
a great threat.
Ugh.
I knew this was going to happen when Dateline was in there.
Then why did you do it, dude? You did not know. If you knew it, you wouldn't have did it.
But you never know what somebody's got on, and you never know how somebody might react once they walk out of a house after
Exactly.
being on television.
Exactly.
Do you have any needles in your pockets?
No, sir.
Go to your knees to your chest. Roll up.
Get my glasses.
Got him.
Make your answers.
The arrest is made.
Ugh. Look how old he
Morrison goes
is.
into, a diabetic shock.
Bro, he was like an old boomer back in 2005. So, like, he would be, like, in his 70s now. Like, dude was already old then. Ugh.
Of sorts. And they didn't want to take any chances, obviously, so they actually took him to the hospital. He was actually handcuffed, as I recall, to the stretcher as he went in. He was treated and ultimately released and was processed and charged.
Donald Morrison, you're charged with a sex offense against a child, fondling a victim 12 years of age or up to 15 years, and obscene communications with a computer to seduce or solicit a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir?
Okay.
No. Okay. Okie dokie. 9 months, that's it. 2009. That was a little later than I thought it was. Ugh. Alright, and let's go through the fucking wiki. So, it says here, he was, get away, he was a Leo. August 11, 1957, that would make him how old? So, actually, he's dead. So, born 1957, he actually died in 2022, so he was 65 when he died. Dude looks 90 in this picture. Jesus fucking Christ, alright. He went to Butler High School. Actually, this is his freaking obituary. And it says, went home to be with the Lord on October 13th. He was 65. He graduated from Butler High School and worked for the federal government. He enjoyed being the announcer for the Butler football midget games. I don't think you're allowed to say that word, but what the fuck is that even? He was preceded in death by his mother and father. He was survived by 5 siblings. Yada yada. There will be no funeral. Damn. Anyway. So yeah, he was arrested for taking pictures of that 17-year-old girl. He only stayed about a year in jail and paid $200, but he was not required to register. Why? Why wasn't he required to register? Probably because the RSO was like brand new at the time. Morrison, They arrested him again at a library looking at pics of kids. I'm confused. It says he is registered. Oh, okay, here we go. He had to register after To Catch a Predator. He probably didn't have to register as a sex predator before that because there was no RSO at the time. So he only spent actually 98 days in jail according to this. Well, there's that. Anyways. Also, by the way, I'm going to put a link to his chat log in the description because Morticia, our lovely chat log mistress, has already done his. So go ahead and look in the description for that if you want to check out his chat log. After his arrest, he went into diabetic shock. He was handcuffed and then transferred to the hospital. Then he went to jail. Donald then showed up at court. He requested permission from the judge to ask a question. When the judge declined, Donald merely said, okay. He was the first predator to be convicted in Fort Myers. Wow, that's saying something. Wow, dude, I swear to God, Fort Myers had like the most freakiest of the freaks. He was sentenced to 9 months in jail, 3 years of probation, lifetime registration, and he had to pay just under $1,000. He talked about his troubled past on his YouTube channel. Yeah, I would like to see a link to this. Like, what YouTube channel? He couldn't control his urges, although the channel might actually belong to a fan who is pretending to be Morrison. Huh? That's the same fucking link. Huh? Oh.
More thunderstorm.
No, that's not right. What the fuck? Anyways, we'll figure that out at another time, but he referred to 2 other YouTube users as his sex slaves, and he said he couldn't control his actions. In 2012, he was arrested once more in Lee County, Florida, after a library worker found him looking at pics on Facebook, hence the article that we saw before. He was prohibited from going to areas like libraries to begin with for being on the RSO. He was taken into custody, held without bond. It's unknown whether he received jail time or was put on an extension. He was included in a Wink interview in September 2021 where he discussed the effects of a recent storm. Oh yeah. Anyway, he died in October. Yada yada. Well, in any case, apparently they satire TCaP in that episode of South Park, but in any case, this is Donald Morrison. What a guy. What a classic TCaP predator. Thanks for bearing with me. If you feel like liking and subscribing to this video, I would not hold it against you. And in fact, you might even receive some special magic blessings of some kind. I don't know. Like and subscribe. Just do it. Or not. But if you don't, why don't you comment below and tell me why you hate me so much. Bye.